In this age, no one is surprised by ordinary bridges. So what? A bridge is a bridge. People can walk on them, cars can drive on them, and moreover, there are bridges in almost every city. However, I'm sure you'll be surprised today with our unique selection, which not only serves their purpose, but are also built to impress. You want to build a bridge, but it will prevent ships from passing on the river, so what to do? You can simply raise it for a while over the river Tyne. In the first year of the third millennium came the world's first revolving pass called Millennium Bridge. It connected the cities of Gateshead and Newcastle and has become a real landmark in northern England. Millennium Bridge has a unique design, two huge steel arches connected at an angle. In its normal position, one arch is raised to a height of 50 meters, while the other, for pedestrians and vehicles, is horizontal. In this position, small vessels can pass under the horizontal part of the bridge. But when larger vessels approach, both arches pivot 40 degrees around their horizontal axis. Thus, the part of the bridge where people pass is raised and the upper arch, which serves as a counterweight, is lowered. This maneuver is completed when the top points of the arches reach a height of 25 meters. The way is now open for the larger vessels. Of course, the bridge is closed to pedestrians and bicyclists in this position, although for sure there were those who wanted to try it. The bridge was nicknamed the Winking Eye and cost $40 million. 2,545,000,000 euros. Not bad money, right? 4,608 meters long and 334 meters high. Not a bad size. This is all about the longest bridge in the world, the Çanakkale Bridge. Oh, believe me, the designers of this structure had big ambitions. This giant bridge was built in Turkey over the Dardanelles and opened on March 18, 2022. The bridge has two large pillars, each 334 meters long. Its towers are also impressive in height. They reach 318 meters. That's even higher than the Eiffel Tower. It used to take drivers more than 2.5 hours to cross the Dardanelles. Now it only takes 6 minutes and 200 liras. Oh, and by the way, there is a toll to pay. For Turkey, the Çanakkale Bridge is not just another record in the competition to see who has the longest bridge, but also an opportunity to save 415 million euros in fuel costs and emissions each year. What an excellent investment! As they say, the best money can buy, 550,000 euros per running meter. Okay, let's say you don't have the money to build a bridge. Then what do you do? It turns out that nature itself can do most of the work for you. You can grow a bridge. Yes, you can grow a live bridge from the roots without cutting down a single tree. The Khasi people of Meghalaya, India, have been doing this since ancient times. They use the ground roots of banyan trees as the base for the future bridge. The living roots are woven by hand. This process takes up to 15 years, but apparently there is no hurry in the Indian jungle. Bridges have a lifespan of 500 to 600 years, and some are over 30 meters long. These living bridges can be more durable than normal bridges because as the roots grow, living bridges self-renew and only get stronger. How to build the highest bridge so high that you feel like you're soaring above the clouds? Don't build it over a river, but instead between mountains. That's how the Doge, or as it is also called, the Beipanjiang Bridge, appeared in China. It connects the Chinese provinces of Guizhou and Yunnan. Its height is 565 meters above the surface of the river Beipanjiang. It is about the same height of a skyscraper of 200 stories tall. Compared to it, the famous Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco seems like just a toy. The Doge Bridge is 1,341 meters long. To keep its deck in the air, they used the world's longest steel cables. But it's the majestic pylons that make the bridge the world's tallest. It took about 3 years to design this structure. It was not originally intended to be that high. But as construction progressed, Chinese engineers had to make the pylons higher and higher to keep the bridge reliable even in difficult mountain conditions where strong winds blew. Once the bridge became operational, the previously impossible road link between these two Chinese provinces became convenient and lively. Now, millions of tourists from all over the world come here to drive above the clouds and take breathtaking pictures. Want more? Then subscribe to the channel, like, and click the notification bell below to be the first to know about new videos. And we're moving on. Kangaroos, platypuses, wombats, koalas. But it's not just that makes Australia so happy. It's also the longest bridge for pedestrians and cyclists. The Kurilpa Bridge connects the banks of the Brisbane River in the city of the same name in Queensland. The strange word Kurilpa means place of water rats in Australian Aboriginal language. Don't ask why. That's what the locals decided to call it. The Kurilpa Bridge is one of the longest pedestrian bridges in the world. Its length is 470 meters and its width is 6.5 meters wide. The bridge was officially opened on October 4, 2009. The original design of the bridge resembles knitting needles connected with steel threads, as if an Australian grandmother is trying to knit something with many spokes at once. The Kurilpa Bridge is equipped with one-of-a-kind LED lighting that is mostly powered by solar panels, which are charged during the day by the hot Australian sun. At night, the Kurilpa Bridge looks even better than it does during the day. It's a great place for romantic long walks over the river. If you've ever studied English, you've definitely seen this famous silhouette on the cover of one of your textbooks. Of course, we are talking about Tower Bridge, one of the most visited tourist sites in London. This bridge over the Thames was opened in 1894 and was very innovative for its time. Tower Bridge consists of two towers 65 meters high and the span between them is 61 meters. It is divided into two parts, which can be lifted at an angle of 83 degrees to allow ships to pass. Each lifting part of the bridge weighs over 1,000 tons. The bridge used to be raised by steam engines, but since 1974, it is powered by electricity. Operating the bridge is like running a ship. It has its own captain and a crew of sailors who are on watch. Tower Bridge used to be raised 50 times a day, but now it's no more than 4 or 5 times a week. In 1952, a bus happened to be on the bridge when it was being lifted. Undeterred, the driver pressed the gas and made the bus jump from one raised wing of the bridge to the other. The bridge is also designed for pedestrians. For them, there are sidewalks and walking galleries that connect the towers at a height of 44 meters. Since 1982, the galleries of Tower Bridge have been used as a museum and observation deck. Did you know that the symbol of Ireland is a musical instrument? No, not a bagpipe as you immediately thought, but a harp. Because it is music, not beer and a strong temper, that is considered important to Irish culture. The harp is the official emblem of Ireland and in the shape of our next bridge. This bridge connects the banks of the River Liffey in Dublin. It is named after the famous writer Samuel Beckett, who incidentally was the founder of the Theater of the Absurd. The bridge began to be built in 1998, and the original cost of the project was 11 million euros, but later this figure rose to 60 million. The process of assembling the bridge took place in Rotterdam at a company that specialized in making steel structures such as the London Eye, Britain's most famous Ferris wheel. The total length of the Samuel Beckett Bridge is quite small compared to other bridges on our list. Only 123 meters, but size doesn't matter because its special feature is that it can rotate 90 degrees, opening the way for ships passing on the river. It's also simply beautiful. We have already seen how the question of ships passing under a bridge can be solved. They can be opened or turned, or you can leave only a small fragment of it. Our selection is complete with the strange construction from Spain, which connects the cities of Portugalete and Las Arenas. Introducing the Vizcaya Bridge, also called a flying ferry. It consists of 2 metal towers, 61 meters high. At the height of 45 meters, the central span of the bridge, 160 meters long, is attached to them. But how do pedestrians and cars get to a height of 45 meters? As a matter of fact, they don't have to, because the whole thing is just a supporting structure for a small piece of bridge, a gondola, which holds 6 cars and a few dozens of people. It is suspended on cables just above the water level and moves from one side of the river to the other in just a minute and a half. The gondola runs every 8 minutes, 24 hours a day, and 7 days a week, with no holidays. This creation ensures that the river space remains constantly open for the passage of ships, and under the span of 45 meters, any vessel can pass. A perfect balance between beauty and practicality for everyone. So, did you like this video? We invite you to write in the comments which bridges you like the most, or maybe you know others even cooler. And we say goodbye to you until the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.